Hello, adventurers of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 26th episode of our Feat series. Today we are going to be taking a look at one of the most devilishly attractive feats out there. Today we're looking at Infernal Constitution. This feat is found in the Xanathar's Guide to Everything. If you haven't grabbed it, please pick one up. I know you'll love it. There's a lot of great stuff in there. And yeah. With that out of the way, let's take a quick look at the description here so we kind of get what we're talking about. It might be worth noting first and foremost that there is a prerequisite here, and that is that you gotta be a Tiefling or Feral Tiefling. In other words, if you're not a Tiefling, skip this video, it doesn't pertain to you. The feat reads as followed. Fiendish blood runs strong in you, unlocking a resistance akin to that possessed by some fiends. You gain the following benefits. Increase your constitution score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You have resistance to cold damage and poison damage. You have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. Fantastic, a lot going on there and a lot to unpack. Let's do that in the walkthrough section here. First and foremost, that +1 to constitution. Pretty great, honestly, depending on the build, I could really see this being beneficial. More con is never a bad thing after all. In terms of the resistance to cold and poison damage, I find this to work quite well with the Tieflings who also get fire resistance. That being said, it comes down to the campaign, what you find you're running into most of, stuff of that nature. Same goes for the advantage on poison saving throws. I find the advantage on poison saves to be probably the best part of this feat, as it is a classic favorite of DMs to use on people. If I had a quarter for every time that I ate a seemingly well-prepared meal only to make a constitution save at the end of it, let me tell you, I would be in a very different position in life right now. That being said, let's take a look at my thoughts on it. For what it is, I think this is a solid choice if you just want to increase your constitution by 1, but you also want to have more tanky benefits. In terms of who benefits most from this, I want to say it really comes down to what kind of circumstances you find yourself in the campaign. I mean, if you're finding you're running into a lot of poison-related traps, or if you're in a part of the world where cold damage is essentially a regular occurrence, then I can really see you benefiting from this. I mean, once again, the advantage of saving throws is already pretty great on its own, and with the current racial abilities for Tieflings, I think this folds in really nicely from a thematic point of view as well. Whether or not I would pick it personally kind of depends on my playstyle, I guess. In terms of who benefits most from this, I want to say Barbarian would, or Monk, probably Barbarian though. Reason being, the +1 to Constitution helps them out quite a bit. They have resistance to essentially all physical damage, but they really lack resistance to elemental damage, so this would also help bolster them there, and same goes for the poison saving throws. So I want to say Barbarians would gain the most out of it. That being said, if you have any ideas for it, any build ideas, or any thoughts and opinions on Infernal Constitution, I'd really like to hear it down in the comments beneath. I know everyone tuning in would as well. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, happy adventuring.